Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This week, nice simple one. It's just going to be mainly clips of the car out and about during the summer. So a bit of a story. I am currently filming this in December. That's why you can see my breath out in front of me. And this car has done roughly about 3,000 miles this year. And those 3,000 miles were mostly done on the base map that we got it up and running in the last episode. Unfortunately, I was only able to get it mapped in November, so like I said, most of that's been on the base map, but I got it mapped in November, had about 5 days worth of throwing it around the place with the new map on it, and then I have to put it away for the winter because it's a Ford, it's going to rust. I don't fancy taking that risk, and to be honest, the amount it rains in Wales, this thing is likely to kill me. So it's currently put away. This episode is going to be mostly clips of it out and about during the summer, but I do have one more thing that I need to cover before I went to caffeine a machine. I had one small problem that I had to fix, and that was the front bearing. So even though I fixed the front setup, I'm not sure if I filmed it or shown any of you it after the front wheel fell off. So yeah, I've got some clips of that. Basically, it's just changing the bearings and making sure the bearings are all tight and the new setup on the front. That's probably going to change at some point in the future, but let's just get down to it. This is what I've got on the front end now, and then just some clips of the Flexus out in the wild, enjoying the summer. And to be fair, I had a really good time in it. Been out a lot in it, enjoyed it, can't really fault it. So yeah, bearings, days out. So there's the steering arms done. Forgive me, I've taken the brakes off for a minute, but this is the steering arm done with the MX6 steering track rod. I've got the lock nut on there just in case, even though it's already got the clamp. That's fine. Then the ball joint goes into the bottom half of the block, and I've replaced this top half of the block with a stainless steel bolt. This is a sort of custom fit in that I've made to fit the tapered part of this arm, and then a nut on the bottom to clamp it all together. So it gets clamped in here to tighten this bit, and it also gets clamped here to tighten this bit. And then I also changed the bottom bolt to a stainless one as well, so high tensile. Let's have a look. Can we get you in there? There you go, high tensile cap head bolt comes through. I've actually turned down a fit-in for in there as well to make it thicker so the ball joint can't actually fall out. And we've still got a nut on the end there going into the block. So yeah, with a bit of luck, that'll never fall out again. Fingers crossed, he hopes. I am actually from the future right now, and I have driven it around a fair bit, and I seem to have fixed it, at least for the driver's side. There's something else going wrong on the passenger side, the problem side, but I don't think it's the bottom ball joint anymore. I think we finally solved that issue. Same with the steering. There are going to be some improvements that I'm going to make over time, but for now I think it's good enough. It steers, there's no bump steer. Some of the problems I'm getting are like lack of turning circle, heavy steering. It's all about Ackerman angles and stuff like that, so I'll get to fixing that at some point in the future, but that's a whole project in itself. For now, it works, it drives, it's stable. I've just got to be a bit wary that the front is a bit temperamental, or has been temperamental in the past. Right, I know this is a bit mad, but I've actually taken the bearing out. Where's the bearing? Where's the bearing? I've made a mess here. There's the new one. So I bought a new bearing to to go in there. I'll show you why when I can find that other bearing. What have I done with it? I can't find one. Hold on, there's one this side. So these were cheap ones. I've bought some decent SKF ones now. Where is it? SKF, there it is. Because I think by buying the cheap ones, I've made my life difficult. There was just a little bit of play in these bearings, worse on the other side than this side, but I'm doing both of them anyway. Just a little bit of play, enough to just really annoy me and make me think that a noise coming from the front end was more bearing than suspension. But we'll find out. I bought some new ones. That can go, and we'll put these ones in. With these ones, I have also made a new washer to go on the inside. So this one goes on the inside of the drive shaft. The drive shaft's there. So this, how can I hold it? There we go, like that. So that goes through the bearing, like so. And then this has a little bit on it to sit in there. And then it sits over the shaft like that. So the bearing gets clamped in between these two faces, which should tighten it up. However, I think I messed up when I made these. Notice this edge is a straight edge, whereas the edge of the bearing is, so we're looking at this edge in here, that is rounded. So I think I messed up by not designing these to have a rounded bevel in here, or a chamfer, or a fillet, to be able to clamp these properly. However, they are clamping a fair amount. I just wish it was a little bit more. Anyway, so I'm going to put this bearing in, comes in from the back. I've got some tools over that side, right there, to just draw it in. And then we'll put the hub in. Then we'll put my new spacer on. Then we put a new nut on. And hopefully that eliminates the rattle of an old bearing like this one. Nothing wrong with these, but I don't know, they're leaking a bit, so I do wonder if they just weren't 100% right, because like I said, they were cheap ones. She gets a little warm, guys. Okay, so after that quick test, seems like all my front end noise is gone. I do have one like banging noise whenever I go over a hard bump, but I think that's more to do with either the engine hitting something, the exhaust hitting something, or the anti-roll bar as it's going up and down. But it's nothing major. I'll probably see if I can pick it up another time, chuck some cameras under the car and see what's happening as I go over some sick jumps. But yeah, for the most part, the really annoying rattle and wheel wobble that was there was that bearing. I think it was the passenger side bearing. New bearing has fixed the issue. So yes, big win. So that's the end of the fixing for this video. I have got some small upgrades to show, ready for the rest of the video, which is just my days out over the summer and pictures and videos of what we've done. So if you're not interested in my days out, I'll see you guys next week. If you are, up first is the trip that I mentioned to Cafe in a Machine. That was a good day out. They actually featured the car up on Instagram, and they want to actually do a feature of the car at some point, so maybe we'll get around to doing that. If not, no big deal. Next was Welsh Ford, Cars at the Castle in Caldecott Castle. It just rained all day, not much footage from there. Then it was Ford Fair, which was another good weekend out. And finally, I'd done the Classic Motor Show at the NEC, because Ford Focuses are now officially classics, I guess. But yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy all these videos and pictures and all these clips that I've got, and I'll see you guys next week. Sat in a car park. Lots of Fords, lots of rain. brought the car out and all it's done is rain. Everybody's disappearing, making mud, making mess, noise everywhere. Somebody brought a Mini, didn't get the memo. There's a Clio over there. Maybe it's a Ford Clio. Welcome to the Welsh weather.
Typical Welsh weather.
Typical Welsh weather. Skin is waterproof, Callie.
It is.
Turn it up now.
This is where all cool kids hang out. This is the YouTuber section. So you know Kev from MRM Speed Shop. That's Dan Pierce from Deathbox Dan on Instagram and Boosted 2000. And then there's Jack for builds over there. This is a real sick build. Hopefully I get some videos and photos of this later on.
Before we get into all these clips, the keen-eyed amongst you might have noticed that I've got Mark 7 Fiesta seats in here. They're red inserts to go with the red car, because I'm fussy like that. These were quite an easy fit. I say quite an easy fit. They weren't straight fit, however. All they needed was, I wonder if I can get enough light in there, there you go. These welding onto the, you can see down there the mounts. That's all they needed, was them welding onto the runners of the Fiesta seats. They're off the, in fact, I think that is a standard Focus one. Either way, it wasn't much, just a bit of welding. Got them on, and most of the plugs underneath are the same. I haven't actually completed that wiring yet, but we'll sort that out. But yeah, these are much comfier upgrade. Probably I would have liked a full leather set, but I like the red cloth anyway. I've also got a Mark III steering wheel, but there's probably a bigger video coming up for that because it needs more work essentially. But steering wheel works. Airbag isn't even on properly at the moment because I've had it out a couple of times. That partially works. And then I bought a Android radio that does the job, and I actually think it fits quite nicely in the slot available. So yeah, if you've noticed some upgrades to the car that I haven't mentioned, that's pretty much it. It's the interior, it's the seats, the steering wheel and the radio. They're all very, very good. Fords everywhere, and a free car wash.
genuinely unique cars, including an RS in the best colour and another Lamborghini on display. Oh, a red Mark 1 Focus RS. Are they little side pipes down there, do you reckon? Okay, it's not an RS, it's got the RS arches. It's also got a V8 inside, so a V8 Ford Focus ST in red with RS arches. I presume this is Colorado red that the Mark II ST came in, but I don't think the Mark 1 ST170s came in this colour either, so it has been resprayed. You can see the widened track as well, and obviously it's got a V8, so it's got to be rear-wheel drive as well.
Hi, Jumper!
Hello.
This has to be one of the most special cars here. And like I said, we've mentioned this last year, but this still blows my mind. Now, for those watching, this is a Ford Focus. I do believe it's an ST. There's something a bit different in it. That is a V8, and yes, they are twin turbos attached. Did we say four-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?
I think it's rear. I'm sure you said about the four.
Yeah,
I
it would
can't
make.
remember. I
That's
think it's
it.
rear.
Either way, it's not front-wheel drive anymore. This thing is absolutely crazy. And I know his latest mods, the interior there, I looked at that steering wheel and I thought, that's not standard. Neither of those seats, so I love this thing.
I do.
Anything that has
Especially
some-
red. It really pops in red.
It does. That's the first thing you notice, the red with the white wheels, but the fabrication and work that must have gone into this thing is bonkers.
Clean. Dirty. Nice and clean again. Alright, pretty interesting day today. Car's actually going to be featured in a magazine, so I'm off to Castle Combe to get some photos done of it. It's going to go into Fast Forward magazine, hopefully, and yeah, should be pretty cool. But never done this before, don't know what the day's going to be like, so I'm going to bring you along with me and see how it goes. Indoors, a few months later, and voila. Apparently, I've ruined it. Purist, avert your gaze. We've got a BMW engine Orion and a Lexus powered Focus. Can't believe I got upstaged by a Ford Orion. It was pretty cool, to be fair. However, inside, nope, that's a pink one. There she blows. Get the good page. Get the good page. Oh, missed it. Here we go. There it is. Pretty good spread. I'm a bargain hunter. I can confirm. £600 eBay special. That's my baby. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's that handsome guy? Right there. Right there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fancy pictures. Me likey. Was worth the trip. Probably wouldn't do it again. But at least now the car is forever glorified in whatever magazines are made out of these days. Anyway, too late to go out and buy this now, but if you can get yourself a copy, have a look. If you ask me nicely, I might even give you the digital version so you can have a read. Who am I kidding? I'd probably put it up on the screen for you anyway. Pause it, have a read. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. Who cares? So yeah, that's magazine done. Fast forward. Cool. Like I said, probably wouldn't do it again. Next up, NEC Birmingham for the classic car show. It is an old Ford, to be fair.
I don't think that's
Oh, easy, mate.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
We've got out the window, have we?
That's not cool.
Your go.
I mean, if you want to be in the film, yeah. Go straighten up.